Hello, this is Commando and welcome to Pharaoh, a new era. I have played the demo when it was available, and now the game have been released, I'm gonna play a bit of it. Ooh. Nice. Oop. There we go. We're gonna do a campaign, I guess. Or mission selection. Now we're gonna go campaign and see how it is. Your family begins the pre-dynastic period, leading a small band of nomads through the discovery of the arts of civilization. Your leadership helps to set Egypt on its course to eventual greatness, still glimpsed only dimly. Yes, so small landscape, wind conditions, 6 level 3 or medium shanties. Yeah, it's basically the tutorial mission. I should perhaps play the original game as well someday soon, I guess. Yeah, play. Welcome to ancient Egypt.
Welcome to ancient Egypt, land of the pharaohs. Here you'll participate in the history of one of the greatest civilizations the world has ever seen. In an epic story that spans more than 15 centuries and 24 generations. You must lead one family, generation by generation, from its earliest beginnings in Egyptian prehistory, through the dawn of civilization, to the establishment of a unique and powerful empire and beyond. Our story begins more than 5,000 years ago, along the banks of the Nile River in an area known as Nut. Here, a small confederacy of clans struggles to eke out an existence in the harsh environment. With you at its head, your family leads this small settlement.
Defeat conditions. The mission is lost if your depth rises up to 5,000. Depends. Watch your treasury carefully. Yeah. So, humble beginnings. The first things in this village will need are housing to provide settlers with a suitable place to live and a network of roads to allow its eventual inhabitants to find the way around easily and efficiently. Build areas of housing and you will soon see people move into the village. Right click to continue. Okay. No road access. There we go. The Kingdom Road. The path by which immigrants reach your city is known as the Kingdom Road. Migrants always need free passage from the Kingdom Road to the city housing areas. If you isolate a neighborhood from this vital link to the outside world, its homes will simply disappear. Alright then. Ah, I think I said in the demo that I really love the art style they made for the old game, or to improve the old game, I should say. I remember I used to place 4, then space, 4, space, 4, space. That's all my tactics. There we go. Access to water. To evolve their houses, your inhabitants will need basic access to water. Some well-placed wells, haha, will provide them with everything they need. Wells must be built on land with underlying groundwater, as indicated by the presence of green grass growing, and provide water within a 2-tile radius of themselves. Ah, of course you can do that. Well, to be fair, when I played the old game, I was very small. Right click to get back on category. There we go. Quality of life. If you rather have all subcategories already open when you select a category, you can choose to do so in the options. This will have no effects in Nooped, but the change will occur for subsequent missions. Yeah, it is on yes. Hunting. A growing population needs a reliable source of food and some means of storing and distributing it. The ostriches in this region can be hunted for game. You'll need hunting lodges for that, granaries to store game meat and other foods, while bazaars distribute the food to villages' inhabitants. Yes. Oh, okay. Ah. As with most working structures, these buildings must be located within reach of housing, and the city must have enough workers to staff them. Watch as the buildings spawn a walker to look for workers, and how they turn animated once the walkers pass by occupied houses. You can click on a placed hunting lodge to get more information. Oops. Hunters will now set out in search of prey. If successful, they bring the carcasses back to the lodge to be butchered, after which the cart pusher will deliver them to the nearest granary for storage that we're going to build now. Granaries are somewhat undesirable to leave nearby, but will need access to workforce, so it's important to place them carefully. There we go. While your hunters now deliver game meat to the granary, you still have no way to distribute it to your inhabitants. That's the job of the bazaar. The bazaar will send one of its workers to the granary to bring back the food, and then will send its distributor roaming the roads to deliver to your citizens. There it is. When trying to place building near a road, you will see indicators with arrows. The green arrow shows where the building will spawn its workers and where it will take deliveries of goods. The red arrow shows the point of return for distributors coming out of this building. Sometimes both points are on the same tile. The points might change when you build new roads next to existing buildings. You can check them at any time by simply hovering your cursor on the structure you want to verify. Distributors, whatever they distribute goods or services to houses, roam the roads of your city for a time and then come back to their building. During their walk, when they reach a crossroad, they can take either direction. To avoid distributors getting lost where you don't want them to go, don't build a road network with too many intersections. This is also true for recruiters, so place your buildings accordingly. Yeah, but you have the ability to block as well. Road blockers, there you go. One of the tools at your disposal to control the walkers is the roadblock. Roadblocks prevents distributors and recruiters from going through, but let other walkers with a set destination pass. Use roadblockers wisely and you'll be able to manage gigantic cities. To make sure Nupt sustains the test of time, you need to make sure that the structures in the village don't catch fire or collapse on themselves. Not all buildings are prone to risks, but the best way to tell if one will need to be visited by either architect from an architect post or a fire marshal from a firehouse is to click on it and open its panel info. Houses, for example, will catch fire if not attended to, but will never collapse on themselves. There we go. Now that we have food, villagers need access to clean water from a water supply, which is much preferred over wells water. Water supplies must be built on grassy areas and also need access to employees in nearby housing. Once up and running, a water supply will dispatch a water carrier to deliver buckets of clean drinking water to all houses in its immediate vicinity. I have a problem speaking to you since I have how do you say it? My throat is dry. Yeah, I got a dry throat. So I'm gonna place it there. Fresh fish. There we go. Well done. By filling your people's bellies with nourishing food and protecting their homes from fire and collapse, you have helped this fledgling civilization take its first step on the long road of history. Next mission. Also, since I'm grown up with the Swedish version of the old game, um, I kinda miss all the voiceovers it had, and especially I never heard the English side since I was too small to understand at the times. Um, but the Swedish voice over actor was extremely good at this job. A very famous one. Sadly, I am bad at names, so I always forgot his name. But the text of this game, even though I read them for myself here, it brings back that memory, you know. Yeah, regardless, I'm gonna continue. Your family begins the prehistoric period, leading a small band of nomads through the discovery of the arts of civilization. Your leadership helps to set Egypt on its course to eventual greatness, still glimpsed only dimly. So, thing is, one ordinary cottage. Okay then. Oh, control left. I don't think I ever used roadblocks when I played it.
After many years and the passing of a generation, your family has resettled in the area of Inis, in Upper Egypt. Here, a small band of local rulers is attempting to extend its influence over Lower Egypt and all lands along the River Nile, and to unite this realm under its own house, with one supreme leader. Establishing Thinis as a thriving city like nothing ever seen before will prove the worthiness of the Thinite Confederacy and help them gain supremacy over Lower Egypt and the other factions vying for power. In time, this will mean providing the population with entertainment and building wonderful temples to worship the region's patron deity. To build a city this grand will require a substantial supply of cash. You'll find rich deposits of gold ore in Thinis, and harvesting them should be your first priority.
Oh, yeah, right. Start to lay down your housing and provide your people with fresh water and food, the same way you did in Nipt. Try to be relatively close to those ore-bearing rocks in the northwest of the map. You're going to need to mine them. You can clearly clear trees with the destroy button, but these won't grow back in future missions. You have to make sure you won't need them before getting rid of them. Right, you needed to harvest trees as well, I think. Yeah. Okay, so there it is. So, it was a tile there. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm not that very fast. There, I'm gonna place roadblock there. Probably a roadblock there. And it should probably be here. Whatever. No road access. Alright, remove. Ah, right. Oh. So it only needs one square, essentially. That's interesting. No. So where was the other? There we go. Each structures you place costs stipends, not counting what you will spend to pay the workers' salaries. Once you, one way to make back that money is to mine gold. Place at least 2 gold mines near veins of ore so you can start production of this precious metal. Make sure they have access to the workforce and don't forget to protect them against collapse risks. There we go. Gold mine. Don't know if they are in the range of them though. we start with 3. Yep, got one palace. Gold is a special resource that is stored in the palace. A unique building that is also holds the city's treasury. You can only build one palace and it must be constructed on grassy areas. Each gold carrier reaching your palace will add 100 depens to the city farms. With this regular income you should not have to worry about debt. Nope. It is... There we go. I could build a little place here. Maybe. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. Maybe I should put more hunters. Yeah. Oh, come on. I could place a roadblock there, but I think I need it for architects. And I think I should place down. There we go. With a supply of cash in reserve, however, comes the risk of theft. Constables from a police station can help reduce losses through theft, both by patrolling the streets to prevent crime and by subduing any criminals that they encounter. The best way to prevent crime, though, is to keep your population happy with adequate food, health care and jobs. So I will place one there, and one here. Overlays. You can check your houses by clicking them to see if they risk of crime, but sometimes you need to be able to see in one glance if there is a problem in the entire city. This is where overlays in the left bar will help you. Try the crime overlay first. You'll then be able to explore a few of them. My mind as well is weird. Let's see, overlays there. Risk, crime. We're good. Crime isn't the only challenge you will face. Health can cause problems and decimate your citizens. Physicians patrolling a neighborhood will protect its inhabitants from diseases. Providing your population with food and fresh water will also reduce the risk of diseases. Other structures will help your citizens' health going forward. The apothecary will protect houses against malaria in cities with marshes nearby, for example. There. So I guess I got some services, fishes and an ancient city cannot truly flourish without suitable places of worship, in the form of religious temples and shrines dedicated to one of five gods. The patron god of Athens is Bast. To appease the gods, build enough temples and shrines dedicated to each of them to serve your current population. A working temple sends a priest through nearby neighborhoods, granting residents access to worship of his god. In addition to the religious effect, shrines and temples also provide good amount of desirability for houses nearby. Shrines can be built one tile away from roads and still function properly. Temple. We'll place it there. Both patron gods and local deities can become hostile if not shown the respect due to positions. First, you need to make sure you have enough temples and shrines for your current population. Patron gods will require twice the amount. Festivals are another way to appease the gods. Build a festival square in the city to unlock a possibility of holding a festival. Soon. Take it easy. Where shall I place it? How big is it? I should be able to place it there then. I think. Or here. Yeah, that is good. Consult the overseer of the temples to determine the status of each of the gods in any particular city, and whether the gods are sufficiently appeased. Lightning bolts indicates that the god is feeling hostile towards your city, while a blue mystic symbol indicates that the god is feeling benevolent towards your city. The more you see of either, the more likely your city is to feel the god's presence, for better or worse. There are different overseers available on the left bar to help you govern your city. Check them for the time from time to time. They should be able to answer most of your questions. Overseers there, past. I have no idea. I should prepare. We're gonna hold a lavish festival. I guess that is honey or mead or beer. Yeah, I think it's beer. So lavish festival it is. Oops. I wish I could whenever. Bast is pleased that your city's honors hers. She has thrown a festival so that all gods will notice your beat, whatever. Oops. As your city becomes more advanced, some citizens can enjoy leisure time activities, such as taking in a little entertainment. A wide assortment of entertainment is one of the hallmarks of a truly cultured city, but currently you can only provide entertainment in form of jugglers. The juggler needs a venue on which to perform, the smallest of which is called a booth. Build a booth at a corner of roads to stage juggling performances, and a juggler school nearby to train performers. Both need access to employee housing and enough workers to staff them. Jugglers trained at the juggler school will proceed to any nearby booth to put on shows, imparting a modest amount of entertainment to the surrounding area. So, entertainment, juggler school. There. Gonna. Oh no. Oh no. Yeah, there we go. Ah, there we go. Excellent, you have built the first true city in this unforgiven land, providing for your citizens corporal and spiritual needs, and help the Thinnet Confederacy unite the divided land. I'm actually gonna end it here though. I might continue at some point, but before I think I'm gonna play the old game for you. Yeah, since I missed the voiceover bloke. Well then, I hope you liked it, and I see you the next time. Bye!